Hi, and welcome to the podcast. I'm GraysonEJames. Uh, who's this delightful shaven man
I
over
fucking don't know, dude. I'm 10 years old and 40 at the same time. That's me.
What the fuck? Who am I?
Yeah. I make videos and I stream Synchro Champ. That's me. And then we are also joined by a third individual.
I wonder who that could be. Oh, it's me. My name is Buckio. I do videos on Doom on YouTube.
They're very poggers. It's true.
Oh boy.
Are you guys tired of that yet?
Yeah, I'm really tired of poggers.
Sucks, dude. It's part of the fucking culture, my guy. All right.
It's not even
Get me outta here.
ironic anymore.
Nah, it's 100% sincere. How dare you accuse me of being ironic?
I don't know. It's like someone farts in my ear. That's how it feels when someone says poggers.
I should say it more.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please.
Alrighty. Does anyone have any super hype off the rip releases that we need to know about, or we cannot continue our days?
I'm gonna need you to rephrase all of that.
What is your most exciting release, Grayson? If you have one, if not, we'll move swiftly onwards. Give me a second.
My most exciting release? I
Yes.
just found out about one. But personally, I didn't see too much this week. I think the most hype thing I got is the GoldenEye 007 remaster that was canceled between Nintendo and Microsoft was found online. So
Yes.
people are playing that.
So I got to scratch that off.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I didn't write it down because I had faith that one of you Nintendo nerds would.
Yes, I am happy to deliver.
I mean,
yeah.
It's a sequel to GoldenEye, right? That's true.
No, it's not.
No, it's just a
Are you
remaster.
kidding? Yeah, it's a
Oh.
remaster.
I didn't
Yeah.
look into it.
Oh no, it's definitely not a sequel. It's like the 64 game is like a legend.
Yeah,
So
for
it's a
sure.
remaster. But something
Okay.
happened between Nintendo and Microsoft where they just decided like it wasn't gonna happen, and like the game is finished.
That's heartbreaking. That's for sure.
Yeah.
How do you find something like that? You're just like, you're walking down a back alley of the internet. You're like, oh, stub my toe. Oh wait, it's a fully complete game that was never released. How does that happen? That's
Actually, funny enough, I remember back in like what was it, the summertime? A bunch of people managed to find an unreleased copy of what was it, like a third-person roguelike StarCraft game. It was on like a Microsoft Xbox dev kit. I remember that, and people were like going crazy off of it, saying like, "Oh my god, can't believe they never released this!" And it was like unfinished, but you had like one episode you could play. But crazy enough, this GoldenEye remaster game, they remastered the textures. From the looks of it, seems like the models are still the same, like the gun and like the character models. They said that you can run this on an Xbox 360. You can also run this on an emulator.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame to actually see something like that was finished, but they just decided to cancel it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's horrendous. It's like so much.
Oh, you know how Nintendo is.
I wonder if being short is still busted and like, you break the game by being the short guy. Because you just OP, smaller hitbox.
Oh, sure.
Short people this whole time always had an advantage.
In first-person shooters specifically, yes.
No, in life too, they got a smaller hitbox.
IRL hitboxes, my guy, those are important to keep small. Let's go with that.
What about you, Buck? You got anything big?
Besides the GoldenEye remaster thing, there is this one big piece of news that came out. Not really much with video gaming, but more like per se with platforms. Google Stadia shut down 2 of their studios.
Yes.
And from the looks of it, it seems as if they're going to be shutting down the gaming platform overall.
I didn't hear about this at all.
So I was browsing Reddit earlier, and that's where I found this as well. But yeah, they shut down all of their internal studios, and the business is shifting focus to less of like we're creating games, and more of like the you can buy games here, more or less. We'll see how long that lasts because I don't think anyone's fucking using Stadia.
I don't think it's gonna last anymore, especially after what the CEO said. He made like a comment on the internet. I didn't really give much of a shit, but I think it was like a terrible comment that nobody really liked, and everyone started making fun of him. But basically, for a while, they were pushing this platform out. They're saying, "Oh, this is good. This is the best way to play." And then people were like, they tried it out, and they were noticing how it was just absolute garbage. Like, for example, they were playing the latest Borderlands game on Google Stadia, but it was the oldest version compared to like the already updated versions on other consoles and the PC version. So people didn't like that. And then now all of a sudden they just, they're like retracting after a year pushing this out, saying that no, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah, it's very strange.
So
I didn't know any of that like update stuff. Like their games just don't fucking update. Like that's
no, I don't
a
know.
flaw.
I don't know if it's that, but like I remember when Google Stadia first started, there was a Borderlands game, and it was on like the oldest update version possible compared to other versions of like Borderlands on other consoles. Like those ones were up to date. They were on the same update. This one, however, wasn't. So
Weird.
lots of people were like complaining about it, saying like, "Oh, that's just fucking shit." And there was like some like performance issues with it. I don't know. I think like a streaming like service like this seems like really good on the table in practice, but I guess Google just couldn't really kick off with this.
Yeah, servers are very difficult. Very difficult.
I mean, the
Pretty
funny
stinky.
thing is Nvidia like rocked it without even trying, dude. So
Yeah,
like,
pretty true.
what happened?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Like even with how much better GeForce Now by Nvidia, the streaming service, if you don't know,
Oh, okay.
is than Stadia's, it's like it's still gonna get those shit reviews because people are gonna be like, run shit games on computer that's old, sign me up, and then they have fucking 4 bytes a second download speed, and they're like, why it no work? It's just like people are dumb, man. People don't get it.
Okay. I managed to find the comment that the CEO made.
Okay.
So, the creative director of Google Stadia Montreal, he made this comment saying that streamers should be paying publishers to stream their games.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like that whole fiasco back in October last year.
Yeah, it's quite the take, but not a fresh one. Like people have made that argument, where like you have to license music to use it. So like, why not license the video game, which is arguably more of a focus than the streamers?
That'd be so stupid. You already bought the game.
True, but technically you don't own like redistribution rights. There is like a legal argument that is accurate to like withhold that, but most video game developers and publishers realize that it's like not worth their time to go down that route because they get more than they give when streamers play their games anyway, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
The marketing would like collapse. Like,
oh yeah,
it's the same conversation about like clips on Twitch streams. Like, there's thousands of channels that go around and like merge a bunch of clips from their favorite streamer and upload it, and it's really just like a montage of funny moments. But when you start eliminating those people, you actually start shooting yourself in the foot, even though they're making money off it.
Yeah.
Sometimes like a lot of money. Like the best thing you
Yeah.
can do is like maybe try to employ them instead and like kind of take half of that money. But the reality is like if nobody talks about you, nobody knows what you're doing. Like they don't buy from you.
Well, actually, here's the thing. Capcom was actually trying to do something like that. I think they're starting it up right now where they're having basically like this partnership with streamers. So you can sign up and you need to actually have this in order to stream their games. And they're starting this recently with Resident Evil 8. However, there's a bit of a catch when you do sign up with this agreement. This is something similar to what Nintendo used to do back in YouTube when you couldn't actually monetize those Nintendo videos without going through them. But Capcom, they're having people go through them through this partner agreement, and one of the guidelines says that you cannot have criticism with the game or any games. Can't say anything bad. It has to be good. You got to push any criticism to the side. That's what I read about.
I think I'd have to read the exact wording on that because criticism is like a wide net, right? And there's a difference between like you can't shit talk the game needlessly for reasons that aren't valid, and like genuinely being like, this could be better. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a line there at the minimum. There should be at least.
I don't know.
Yo, when will these game makers learn that silencing people doesn't work? People don't want to be silenced.
It's true. But I think Nintendo like does similar shit like that still. Like from I haven't kept up with it because it's like old news at this point for sure. But I know they had like a partner program that people like had to be a part of if they wanted to make money off Nintendo videos in any way.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, if you were even a part of that,
yeah, but I feel like it might still exist, but I don't remember.
I don't think it does anymore. I think they stopped it and let people just do their own thing. But before, they had people have to go through them, and they would only make like barely enough.
Yeah, they took like a cut and everything.
A huge cut.
Yeah, indeed.
Like, what's the YouTube cut?
Like YouTube's cut of your AdSense? I have no idea.
It's like, what is it, 55-45?
I'm not quite sure, actually.
You should know that.
I didn't really look much into it. I don't think I...
It's just like, dotted line, pew, sign. That's funny.
My life...
Okay, so it's a 45-55 split, actually.
Nailed it. Yeah, so you get the 55. So now Nintendo would come in 5 years ago. They'd be like, yo, how about we take a nice crispy 45 off the top, baby? Let's go.
You
I
get
don't know if
10%.
it'd be that crazy, but it wouldn't be pleasant. You'd have to get some lube for their percentage cut, I feel like.
I remember the cut was like insane. Like, it was not small, it was very large.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a really big cut. It was sort of destructive in a way where you couldn't even actually properly monetize and make money off of Nintendo videos.
So I have some interesting movie news. We're not going to have much movie related, I don't think, this week, but we got a little bit of movie/series news. We have a date for Zack Snyder cut.
Zack Snyder cut
of the Justice League. Streaming on HBO 03/18, which is what, next month, the 18th? That's Pog. I'm excited for that.
You guys want to watch it?
I'm gonna watch it.
You want to watch it together?
I'll do it.
All three of us?
Yeah, so I've heard some crazy things about it. I'll just run through my shit. You guys can interrupt me. But
I heard Joaquin Phoenix is gonna be in it.
I don't think so. Hold on, I took a screenshot. It's Jared Leto.
Okay.
It's definitely Jared Leto. Because it's
I just heard
Zack
misinformation.
Snyder.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a different Joker. He looks like he might be going for that longer hair Phoenixy look. Because I'm looking at an image. They actually have a blurred ass image of what he looks like. It looks like he's got long hair. He's holding up that Canon Joker card. It looks pretty good. That alone, honestly, I'm excited just to see what the fuck he does with that at all. Because that's not cool. In the fucking movie, that's for sure.
Wasn't it like a 3-hour movie or like 3.5-hour movie?
Yeah, but I think they're turning it into like a 4-episode series of like an hour apiece. They're like leaving everything in.
Oh, that's nice, son.
Something like that.
I remember seeing this movie in theaters and it being bad. So I can't wait to see it and hope it's good again.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
The thing about it that's hype for me is that it's all the old footage, right? So that means black suit Superman. They don't have to CGI the mustache out because it's prior to that. It bodes well, I think. There's gonna be more. There's gonna be, less rewrites, and it might not be a perfect fucking thing. Probably won't be, but it'll be better, I think. It's probably a low bar.
Did Cavill have a mustache during the filming of that movie?
Yeah, he did.
He refused to shave it?
He legally could not shave it because he was in a
because of another movie.
Mission Impossible.
Oh.
So they had to do like a workaround. They had to CGI his mustache.
Oh, and that's where the memes of like a girl's face came. Oh,
yeah, that's why.
Dumb.
Yeah. It is very dumb.
Well, I can't wait to see a mustachioed Superman, baby. Let's
But
go.
it's prior. It's the first round of filming before he had the mustache, right? And then they called him in for reshoots, and they reshot like the entire movie, but he had a mustache, so they just CGI'd it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very fucking weird. That movie's so cursed in like how it came to exist.
Okay, so my New Hope, like my new, Justice League: A New Hope, is that we get like a cutaway to like Wonder Woman talking to Superman, and then it cuts back, and he's just got a full fucking mustache,
Like just in between shots. That'd be really funny.
Yeah. Oh my
Probably
god.
bloopers they could do that.
Pops in and out, dude.
That'd be
It's like
great.
serious moment, and he's like clean shaven. It's like, okay, this is it. We're taking down Darkseid. Cuts to like Batman or Wonder Woman, like, yeah, let's do this. Cuts back to Superman. Full fucking
They just throw continuity out the fucking window. It's beautiful.
It's like there's Starbucks cups in the back.
Oh, yes. I love Game of
that
Thrones.
moment.
God damn.
Oh,
Beautiful
Snyder
show.
cut. Yeah, that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
That's
Not
probably going to
even-
be on Crave here in Canada land.
Yeah, it will be. Where I will watch it legally.
Yeah. I don't have any movie news this
That's literally all I had movie news.
Hell yeah.
You guys got
Good.
anything else though? Let's go.
Yeah, I do. But I think Buck, you should go first.
I don't actually have anything anymore.
Oh,
It was a little bit
fuck.
dry for me because I only found out about the GoldenEye thing and Google Stadia, but I couldn't really look for anything else.
I
There are
gotcha.
reports of
Actually,
another Battlefield game coming soon that's going to be huge. If you guys are interested in that, but other than that, there's really nothing else that I really heard
Yeah,
about.
I was looking at Reddit and literally I hate everything about it already because all I saw about it is Battlefield 2021 to support more players than ever before. And I'm like,
isn't that
that's not a
always
good
the
thing.
news? Wait, isn't that always the news? They're like more players in Battlefield.
Yeah,
Every
it's
single time.
buzzwords, right? But like
Oh, yeah.
personally speaking, every time I go into a game mode and there's more than like 10 people on a team, I lose my fucking mind because you take one step out of the spawn and somebody snipes you from across the map, and I'm like, this experience fucking sucks. Put me
Yeah,
into a
that's
better
Battlefield
mode.
for you, bud.
Yeah,
Isn't that what war is like?
it's
Yeah, it
Battlefield, it's Battlefront, it's fucking Mordhau Frontline. It's every game that supports a ridiculous number of players because they can. It's like, just quit it. I don't want it. Take it away.
So I actually lied. There is another movie coming out.
Holy shit.
More than Miyagi. I guess
I heard
there's a
about this.
documentary, coming out on Mr. Miyagi. I am certain that in the success of Cobra Kai, that they wanted to bring this story out because like all that nostalgia is coming to the surface, and the show's doing really well. So yeah, it's like an autobiography. It's like, I guess he suffered with like alcoholism and like different things, and being slightly or like maybe majorly disabled when he was young, and like how he worked to get through that. So like, yeah, I don't know, autobiography. Cool.
Yeah.
Looks like a sweet old man. Hopefully he's not like a Bill Cosby. I don't know anything about him. Like, that's pretty much it.
I mean, neither.
I have a little bit of gaming news.
Ooh.
One of which I think, I almost guarantee Jake has on his list because I've heard him talk about it before. You know anything about a game called Project Winter?
Yes.
I don't, so please talk about it.
Project Winter is a video game where you and multiple of your friends are thrown into a survival setting in the winter and have to craft shit and make your way out of the survival area, escape basically. But somebody, one or multiple people, are against the group and must sabotage and kill all of them and stop them from
Jesus
escaping.
Christ, what is this, Among Us?
Yeah, I said Winter, Project Winter, not Among Us.
Oh,
It's
this is
the
just
same
the thing
genre
then.
of video game.
This is the thing then.
Project Winter is like 2 years old as well. It's not new.
No, this is like Town of Salem.
Yeah, that's more so the original, I would say. But like, still not. if you're gonna do that, you gotta go. It's One Night in Werewolf, okay? Ugh.
Werewolf. It's just old. But yeah, I think that's getting a Xbox One release. That's why it's news.
Ooh,
Yep.
nice.
Same with Haven, that game that I want to play but still hasn't got a physical release yet. That's going from PC to PS4 and Switch.
Yeah.
Now that it's coming to Switch and PS4, I'm more confident it will get a physical. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'd like that, but I don't have my hopes high. Haven't heard anything too crazy about it.
Limited Run always picks up like a good handful of like lesser known indies. And
Oh
I feel
yeah.
like this one is like blowing under the radar. The fact it's
Yeah.
rated M, though, like I'll say again, just like the first time, is like, like the trailers don't show anything rated M, right? So it's gonna be a sad ending, I think.
I'm excited for all of the sexual explicitness. I mean,
Oh, okay.
depressing narrative.
Okay, there, bud.
I mean both. I mean both.
Speaking of depressing, you guys know a game called Destruction All Stars, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, so it's like this new racing game that was coming out for PS5.
It's on the console, boys.
Yeah, on the consoles. And everybody was surprised because it was going to be full price, and it doesn't really feel like a full price game. And for like that next gen feed, like what the hell, right? But last minute, Sony was like, yo, it's just going on PlayStation Collection. Which means free if you subscribe online. So I downloaded it, haven't tried it yet, but I haven't played a racing game besides Mario Kart in like years. Maybe like 9 years actually, now that I think about it.
This is more of a destruction derby kind of game.
Those are sick. Those are okay. There's two kinds of racing games that aren't Mario Kart that I will ever play. Forza, get the fuck out of here. I don't care. It's just racing. But it's pretty. I admit it's pretty. But yeah, I want to do crazy tricks and break shit like it's fucking Battlefield, or I want to drift like a madman, and those are the only two things. That's it. Give me that, I'll be happy.
Fuck it. If you had a PS5, I'd say we could play multiplayer.
If indeed.
Wait, Bucky, you have a PS5, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh wow, I'm glad that you're in the club. Maybe we should play this game together.
Oh hell yeah! Why not? I haven't touched the PS5 in a while. I like built a PC, and I'm mostly on this one because this is where I used to edit and stream and everything.
Yeah, me too. I'm barely on the PS5, but you know.
Oh my god, I hate all of you.
Okay, well, hey, SynchroJam, we're not trying to rub it in or anything.
No, like
you know, if anything, actually, I'm happy. No, okay, no. Let me say something. Right now. Okay, it's okay to have what you have.
Yeah.
Very soon, this destruction derby game. I'm probably sure it's going to come to PC. I think this is something that'll be perfect on PC. But at the same time, though, like, you know, don't feel bad if you're missing out on something. I'm being serious.
Like personally, this system is so big and cool. Like I wish I would have waited.
It's still new. No, seriously, it's still new. There's barely anything. I haven't touched it. I got it. I played Spider-Man. I haven't touched it ever since. I'm playing Doom Eternal on my PC. I played Doom Eternal on the PS5s sometimes here and there, but that's the PS4 version. If anything, I got a PS5. I got a computer that is so souped up. This computer is much better than the PS5, by the way. So I got bragging rights. If anyone calls me a console pleb, I'm gonna call them out and say, "Bro, buddy, you don't have a PS5 and a PC like me. Get the fuck out of here. You're so poor."
Get shit on.
I'm really
I'm clipping that out of context. Let's go.
Like
you're pooping out of context. What?
Yeah, that's
what
I said.
Yeah, but that's what you said. Okay.
Is too new. It's just too new. Like. It's so inconvenient.
Well, that's how the PS4 was for me though. Because I got it for Battlefield 4, and I couldn't play anything else. It wasn't until like the summer of 2014 I got The Last of Us Remastered, and that was the game that I was playing. I was playing 2 games at the time with this console, and surprisingly, you know what? The Battlefield 4 it really relieved that itch for me.
Don't use the word relieved, please.
Well, speaking of PlayStation 5s, you guys know what just came out on the PlayStation 5?
I know what you're talking about. I want to take a spicy guess. Is it Neo?
No. That is coming out on the PS5 in the collection. But what I want to mention is
Yeah.
God of War's PS5 upgrade just came out. So if you have a PS5 and
Oh,
you have God of
dude,
War,
I do remember hearing about that.
go give that a shot. That game is great for the 12 hours I played of it, and I should probably
That's
beat it.
free for PS
Dude.
Plus users.
It's free.
Yeah.
I bought it on disc for $10,
Yeah,
and
man.
now like
And now you have a
they
PS5
got-
version.
yeah, exactly, for free.
Actually,
there's-
yeah. Funny enough, before you were even able to actually be able to play at 4K 60 FPS, there was this little like exploit you could do if you downpatch the disc version of God of War with the PS Pro settings, where you could play at an uncapped setting at 4K. But they patched that because the PS4 Pro couldn't support that. But it's cool that they actually added this right now, and this is perfect because for God of War, there's not much you have to do when it comes to playing the old games. I mean, it's mostly just for like contextual reasons. But other than that, playing God of War, as long as you know the basics of why Kratos has the white skin and what has led him to this rage and the story behind him, then God of War is just perfect to pick up.
Yeah, you don't even need any of that, in my opinion. Like, it's such its own kind of thing. Not that I've played to the end or
me
anything.
too. I
The
think
gameplay is
fact
really
he's
nice,
white-
though.
The fact is white is like irrelevant. Like, guys.
No, absolutely.
That's really not
I
what I
mean,
was saying.
if I got to be honest, though, you don't have to play the old God of War games in order to get
No.
into the 2018 version, and also Ragnarok that's coming soon. However, if you do ever want to play them, I would strongly recommend playing God of War Ascension.
Yeah.
Literally one of my most like favorite God of War games.
I played that one on stream before I played New God of War, and it's incredible, honestly.
It is
God of War-
amazing. I absolutely
God of
love
War
like,
3 is
the
so
brutal
good.
nature.
God of War, Ascension, all of them. I like them.
1, 2, and
PS4
3. They
game?
remastered a couple of them too, as well.
Ascension is PS4, PS3.
It's PS3, but you could play it on PS Now.
Mm.
And it has like most of them have remasters. There's
Oh yeah,
Mm.
they
fucking
they
beautiful.
look pretty. There's lots of titties in those games though, so be warned.
Yeah. So is Mortal Kombat 9.
Yo, thank you for the warning.
You're welcome.
Uh,
Okay. I got
I
two
got-
other huge things, but you're allowed to go first. I will allow it.
I have literally the Neo stuff. Yeah, Neo Collection for PS5, and then I think Neo 2 is coming to PC.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense. I already own it over there on PS4. What are you gonna do? All right. Mass Effect Remaster, aka Legendary Edition, May 14th.
Yikes.
Oh,
You guys ever play Mass Effect the OG?
No, but I am
Never.
thinking of maybe picking this up. But at the same time, looking at the lens flares, I'm probably just gonna pick up the old version.
Yeah, you can mod the old version to look better than the remaster, or so I've heard. So
Yeah,
it's
we got
more,
a Skyrim
it's more of like
moment
a
right here.
yeah, it's more of like a Dark Souls style remaster, I think, where like it's for accessibility and not actually like a quote unquote remaster.
I know, but at the same time, though, if you're going to be saying that, oh, this is just a remaster with enhanced visuals and everything, and they just put like a one long line across the screen for comparison, like,
Yeah.
holy crap, where did that sun come from? What the fuck? And especially like when people are having this one issue where like one of the screenshots where it was supposed to like represent like this moody artistic vision of like this spaceship that's landing. It's all red and everything, and in the remastered version they took off the red scenery and it's like normal looking, and people were really mad about that. I don't know. You know what? This kind of reminds me of, like the changing Peter Parker's face here.
A little bit,
It's like
but
they're trying to
I
make it
don't think
look
it's
better,
as-
but they kind of ruined it.
perhaps. But yeah, I think it'll be good for people that are just getting into the series.
Oh, yeah.
I played a little bit of one. I have old unlisted Let's Plays of Mass Effect 1 on my YouTube channel that will never see the light of day again. But they're
What do you
beautiful.
mean? BioWare doesn't make good games anymore.
But this is the first game. This is a game people love.
Yeah,
this is
but
not a
once you
new
getting
game.
into the series, like there won't be any more good ones.
No, but it's a classic, is what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is your point?
Wasn't there like a huge issue with Mass Effect 3? Because I remember in middle school, like one of my friends it was funny because I was always like stuck in the Nintendo world of video games, and my friend was telling me about the PS3, about Skyrim and like Mass Effect. I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing! And I started looking up videos about it. He kept telling me about how they ruined Mass Effect 3.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, the meme is that like the ending is bad. The game is fine though.
oh,
And from what I
okay.
know, at least. But yeah, basically, like all your choices don't matter. It's one of those situations.
Oh,
And the
great.
other two games do a really good job of making your choices matter. Especially, okay, so Mass Effect does that thing that like some games do, where like you port your saves from the previous games because that's how much your choices matter. And then they're like, but all your choices don't matter, so it really hurt people. That's the gist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Yo,
of
you
reminds
guys
me of The
ever
Last of Us.
hate video games? You guys ever just hate video games?
Grayson, get the hell out of here.
No, I can honestly say I've never hated a video game, except for all those times that I did.
Oh, if you want to talk about hating video games, I mean, there's a lot to say.
Yo, guys, this is the We Hate Video Games podcast.
Oh no!
Yeah, we hate video
Oh
games.
no!
We hate them all.
That's why we talk
Incorrect.
about releases, because
They're ruining our kids.
every single time we're like, fuck, more games are coming out. What
Jesus
the
Christ,
shit?
how could they?
Who the fuck keeps making these things? The kids these days.
The kids these days.
Yeah, the
Is
kids
that
these
everything?
days.
Everything on your list, by the way?
Nah, man, I got mad shit here. Please,
Oh,
if you guys got anything, don't let me stop you. I got
Mm-mm.
topics for days.
No, it was a pretty scarce news week.
All right. So let's talk about Resident Evil 8 a little more. We mentioned it briefly. So there's a couple things I want to mention here. Okay.
Big
One-
titties.
Yeah,
Woman.
I simp so hard for that
boy.
goth tall vampire lady. I'm in. I want this game. Choke me. But
Fear's never been sexier.
mhm. Capcom is latching onto it and running with the meme, and they're like, "We're so happy you like her. Here's a message from our director. She is in fact canonically 9'6". Like, yes.
She's a giant.
She is massive.
Oh my gosh.
There's so much fan art. There is already Rule 34, of course there is. There was Rule 34 of the PS5 the moment they announced it. But yeah, big meme, big hot meme.
At the same
funny.
time, though, I think they were just fully aware of it. They knew what they were doing when they were designing this character and releasing it.
Yeah,
They're just playing
absolutely.
the innocent game right now. They're like, oh, we didn't know. You guys like her. Wow. What'd you
I
expect?
wonder what inspired them to make like such a sexy villain, I guess.
Horny
waifu?
players.
But like it's supposed to be a horror game.
Because
right?
sex appeals.
Yeah.
Sex sells. That's
It
it.
does.
There you
More
go.
than
That's
horror?
literally the main thing about
I
this.
would not have bought Resident Evil 7 to play if they hadn't interested me with the graphics of the new one. What can I say?
Wait, so did you want like the molded enemies with boobs or something? Is that what you want?
Okay. No.
Right, like
But-
locker room talk time. Like I guess she's
I
got
would've
big
bought it.
mangas, but like I honestly don't think she's that attractive.
Go look at the smaller lady. You'll probably be look past the blood all over her face. You might be more interested.
Oh, by the way, that actress for that character, she recently passed away.
That is very sad.
Yeah, I'm really sad. Rest in peace to her.
Yeah,
Apparently, she was part of the Capcom family for like a while too.
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, so that's really sad.
It is.
Yo, one of you guys are gonna have to link me this vampire because I cannot find it.
Just Resident Evil 8 vampire, but at the same time, like
Eight.
you're gonna find some questionable stuff. I don't really condone this.
I'm googling it.
Oh my gosh.
It is all.
I do have to say, like some of the stills from these cinematics almost look like they're like actors in a movie.
Mhm.
Oh, that's gaming for you.
It looks really good. Like the game just looks pretty.
Oh yeah.
You'll have to like
see
watch
some
the
memes
trailer.
about I see memes of like the woman being 9'6" and Master Chief being 7'2".
Oh my God.
Amazing.
8 platforms.
Um,
Actually, I'm curious if this is going to be releasing. Oh, so interesting enough, Resident Evil Village. That's going to be releasing on the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
and PC.
Oh,
The
of course,
only
PC.
exclusivity of it is PSVR is the only place it'll be VR, which is disappointing for me. But
Oh,
whatever.
jeez.
Whatever.
Is the vampire chick from Village? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, they're all from
Yeah.
Village. All
She's
the
from
new
Village. That's
characters,
Resident Evil 8.
daughters.
That's
I
very
recommend just watching
interesting,
the
though.
trailer. Everything's in there, pretty much.
You know, at the same time, though, I can see them like it's cool that they're releasing these games on much older hardware on the PS4 and Xbox One, but very soon, when are they going to stop doing that so they can focus all their efforts on next gen hardware? So there's no like limitations that can hold next gen or powerful PCs behind because of the limitations of the older hardware.
Yeah, it's when people are stopped. Like, it's when everyone's transferred, right? It's when there aren't
Yeah.
limitations as to who can purchase this fucking hardware in the first place.
That
And then
is true.
They'll focus.
Which
I
should be done. Should be able to, like, people should be able to purchase it by April or something. Because
Fingers
that's what they're
crossed.
speculating. At the same time, though, it's pretty interesting to think that how they're developing most of these games just for the console hardware, and with next gen hardware such as the Xbox Series X and the PS5 that utilize the SSD and much other things like ray tracing. It's really cool how much other games in the future will be built off of those next gen hardware and then ported to the PC for better performance.
Yeah. Yep, indeed.
Yo,
I got
this vampire thrall chick. Yeah, I guess she's got it going on. Like
Oh my
minus the blood.
yeah. Some people are super into that though. Not me though.
Ew. That's gross.
I'm just telling you the truth, man. I'm not into it, but some people are.
Yeah. Keep
People
your
could
church
even look at a
cookies to
door and be
yourself.
like, I'm into that.
Facts though.
It's true.
Don't use Tinder in Romania, I guess.
Ooh.
So I got a little bit of TV news. Don Cheadle will be in Falcon and the Winter Soldier as War Machine, obviously. But yeah, that's not that surprising, but I'm glad that they're keeping crossover alive. Yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Beautiful.
No. They're actually gonna recast again. It's gonna be the Rhodey from the first movie.
That'd be sick. It'd be awful, but that'd be sick.
Yeah, I got
That
some
probably
good news,
happened in
guys.
What If.
Guys, I got some good news. The Five Nights at Freddy's creator has confirmed that a Fortnite crossover is not happening.
Yes. All the cringy games can stay away.
Every game needs a Fortnite crossover. What do you mean?
Oh,
That's true.
I want that. I
Don't
don't want to
think I
see
would
Doom in
agree with that.
Fortnite. That'd be terrible.
It's me.
I think that could happen. I think that's extremely likely. They got Master Chief is like the same character.
Well, maybe.
Just because
So
they're not
you
doing
got
it right now.
you got
doesn't mean they
Master
won't
Chief,
do
you
it.
got Kratos, but so far Nintendo's not budging. They don't want to put any like IP exclusive characters on there.
True.
I don't think Nintendo really wants to, unless they make like huge money for it. It's a stingy nature about them.
Speaking of Nintendo, we have a like Link to the Past style video game, indie looking game coming out on PC and Switch tomorrow called Glittering Sword. Tomorrow's in February 5th.
Glittering Sword.
Glittering Sword. It's a little indie game. I don't know if anybody's heard of it at all, so that's why I wanted to shout it out, because I was looking at the releases and I saw it and I was like, ooh, game.
There's some things about this art style they're using that I like, and others I don't.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. It's a little weird.
Yeah,
But if you
I
like
think
Zelda,
some of the monsters I think weirdly don't fit into the world.
it could be like
I think-
it could be so indie that they're using like assets that they didn't make that potentially are free. Who knows? I don't know.
Yo, I
It's
love
always a
Zelda.
possibility. Zelda's pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
And I have I want to bring back a segment that I mentioned bringing up and then we forgot about for 2 weeks. But we could talk about because they're actually really good this week in my opinion. The Epic Games exclusives. or free releases, I should say. And they are For the King. You guys know what For the King is? I think we talked about it.
No.
Yeah, we have. I've heard of it and don't remember anything about it.
Okay, that's cool. For the King is we talked about it on stream, Grayson. That's why I'm remembering. So it is a 3-player co-op role-playing game roguelike type thing. So think Final Fantasy meets like Dead Cells or like Hades, right? So you go on runs with unique characters. It's co-op and it's turn-based combat. And you do like there's like a story too, and it's a pretty good game. If you like roguelikes and you like turn-based combat, and even if you don't, it might be worth your time.
Well, speaking of roguelikes, Returnal. There's no news
Didn't
about
it
that.
get
It got delayed. Yeah, it got delayed really bad.
Damn.
April 30th. It's supposed to come out March 19th. That would have been like close to the year anniversary of Doom Eternal, but now it got
Shit.
pushed back to April 30th.
Oh god.
So yeah, I'm a little mad.
Yeah.
Gamer rage.
Yeah.
I got
and
distracted
the other
looking into some of these devs. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. The other free game is Metro Last Light Redux, which is like a cyberpunky, futuristic, like Deus Ex type game, from what I understand of it. But it's like a low key version of that. It's like European, I believe, which makes it like a cult classic. And all games Europeans release are just fucking popular with a very specific crowd of gamer boys that like their shit to be realistic, but to a point that's kind of annoying sometimes. But I might be talking out of turn. Have you guys played anything Metro at all?
Never, but I've heard it's good.
I played the beginning of Metro Prime 1.
I literally know nothing other than what I just said about what it is. I might stream
it up. I'm seeing graphics comparisons of a very cute girl. So I'm seeing her in low def and high def. I'm not complaining either way.
Both of these are wins. I get it.
Yes. Lara Croft with triangle boobs. Lara Croft in HD. You know what? We take those.
Of course, yes, of course. Obviously. Do I have anything else? Nope. I can talk really briefly about CW shenanigans going on. So The Flash, Batwoman, and Legends of Tomorrow all got renewed for next season already. And Batwoman's had 3 episodes come out, and The Flash and Legends haven't even started yet. And they're just renewed for another season. It's like, is this because COVID and contracts, or is this because they're confident that they will do well? I don't know.
Flash only has like 2 more seasons, right?
They were only slotted in for 7, and then they extended it by like an undefined number of seasons.
Yeah, I know there were talks about having Grant Gustin sign on for like way more.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is though.
Yeah, they literally may just play it by ear.
Yeah, I think so.
Like when COVID like hit its peak, I think I saw some like quotes from Stephen Amell, who was the Arrow, talking about how he would come back, and I was like,
Interesting.
Yeah, because listen, I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't the studio that was like, yeah, let's stop Arrow.
No, I'm pretty sure he just was like, yeah, I'm gonna move on. Like, these are my 7 years done. I'll go do other things with my existence. Which is fair, you know. It's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time to be in one show. I think that's why Robbie Amell left the Flash in the DC universe like as quick as he did.
Because he didn't want to get roped into being that character, you think?
Yeah, I think he wanted to like act in a lot more stuff. Because like most of the
Probably.
time you don't end up, I don't know, who's like the biggest celebrity you can think of. Like you don't become, I'm gonna say like Kanye West, even though he's not an actor. Like you don't become Kanye West by acting in a TV show, baby.
True, you sure don't.
So like he almost had a big break with the Duff a couple years back,
Yeah.
but I don't think there was ever like a big follow up to that. So.
I don't know. I will always remember him as young Fred, and that's it.
Ooh,
You know, that's just
so
what he is.
Young Fred with the black hair.
Yeah, weird casting, but you know, it is what it is. Not his fault.
How
That's
would you
for
feel
sure.
if I dyed it blonde though? Just dyed it blonde for the rest of my life and never showed my roots.
Man, why not?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, pretty slim news week this week.
Yeah.
But we scraped together some stuff.
Mine were pretty freaking hype. I enjoyed talking about them.
Yeah.
One last mention: there's a Steam sale going on if you're interested in picking up games for cheap. I think I could say that every week and it would be true. However, but notable mentions: Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, BioShock, everything 2K, like XCOM and fucking Borderlands, all that shit. If you're interested in any of that, just a brief mention.
I'm opening it right now.
Just to provide value to the viewers.
Yo,
That's
2K
that's my
publisher
goal.
sale.
Yeah.
We got sports, but we also have BioShock.
I bought both BioShocks remastered because, like, fuck, I love those games.
Oh
I've
wow, the
never
BioShock
played 'em.
collection is $13 right now.
It's $13 for all
That's
of
80% off.
It's a really good deal. If you haven't played BioShock, recommend.
I own them and still have not played them.
Yeah, I'm gonna own them and never play them, but
Goodness
know.
gracious, I might as well just buy it. I just bought like this game for
That's
like
what I
$20.
said.
I just bought this game for like $20. Now I gotta buy another one. Wow. I bought this game. It was like this. It's like this Dusk or like Quake styled Soviet era. It's got like Nintendo 64 graphics. It's called Hort. It's like they misspelled the horse, but it's really nice. Still in beta.
Yeah. Yo, boys. I actually have to head out. So how do you feel about wrapping up the show?
Do it, boys.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My name is Garcon Francois. My name's GraysonEJames, and you can find me on YouTube /GraysonEJames and everywhere else, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook /GraysonEJames. Let's throw it over to Bucky.
I'm Buckio. I do YouTube, Twitch for Doom stuff, and hopefully doing other FPS games. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube under my name. Throw it over to SynchroChamp.
Yo, that's me. It's your boy coming at you with a baby face. I normally have a beard. I swear. I need to convince them. Like, it's not my normal look. No, I don't actually care. I feel like I look great anyway. It's fine. I'm trying to convince myself now. I make videos about things. Most recently about clips and why they may or may not be weird sometimes. I don't know. That's the gist of it. And then Clip Channel exists, and Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SynchroChamp, is, you know, the place to show up at 6 a.m. for if you want some company that time Eastern. Yeah. Wonderful. I guess we just leave now.
Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, on Google, on Spotify. And we hope you have an excellent night. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm getting up. I'm leaving. Bye.